Well, guys, I have a puppy to help soften the blow because this is definitely not the outcome that we wanted. Thank you. Can you give kisses to everybody on the internet to make them feel better too? Please? Thank you. My name is Sarah, and this is Crochet Vision. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today was the end of the Joann auction. It's the end, but it's not the end yet. What does that mean? I know, right? Everything that goes on with this trial has to be approved by the judge. And the judge has not approved this yet. The hearing for the end of the auction will be on Wednesday, February 26th, and it is currently my plan to go to that hearing. News since yesterday that we have found out about Great American. So the two entities that we are dealing with this auction are Great American, Joann Lending Partners LLC, and Gordon Brothers. We have learned a little bit more today about Great American. They have been dealing with Joann for quite some time. They both, Gordon Brothers and Joann have both been talking for a very long time. Does that kind of seem like this is a little shady? I'm not going to say that, but am I? Maybe. I don't know. Great American worked with Joann when Joann bought House of Fabrics. And so Joann bought House of Fabrics and Great American bought the stores that Joann did not want and liquidated those stores. So they worked out a deal and they had worked together. Auction came back today. They came back around 10 o'clock. Gordon Brothers came back with a better offer. Then they broke for 7 hours. After 7 hours, we came back and Great American came back with a better offer. And they broke again. And we all thought this was going to take a few hours, and it took like a half hour. Gordon Brothers came back and said, we concede. We're not going to bid anymore. That was our final offer. And congratulations, Great American, you have won. The CEO of Great American was on the call with everybody. This was all kind of done over Zoom. So he was on the Zoom call. He did say that he knows that this was not the outcome that everybody wanted. He said that Joann did their best to find a good faith bidder. Yeah, I don't really believe that, but sure, whatever. It's fine. We can say that. We can say all that we want. They are saying they have a multi-million-dollar retention deal for employees to keep the stores open, to help keep paying employees. But 90% of that is going to the stores. So what does this now mean? This means Great American is closing the rest of the stores. If this gets approved by a judge on Wednesday, which honestly at this point, it probably will. That was the end all be all of this goal, was to find a better bidder than their stalking horse, which was Gordon Brothers. And they did. They have Great American. And it looks like they're going to close all the stores. Will that mean they will close online? I don't know. I am assuming probably at this point. I'm hoping we will learn more on Wednesday when I do go to court. I'm planning on going to the hearing on Wednesday. We don't know. Will they be selling off their fabric lines and their yarn lines and other things? Again, we don't know the answers to these questions yet. But what does seem to be inevitable at this point is that those 300 stores that they were planning on keeping open will now be closed. I feel like we did kind of see this coming. If you've been following stories from the stores that were staying open and the employees who were talking about the stores that are staying open, they've been getting basically the same spiel that the closing stores are getting. They will probably be remaining open a little bit longer, but what was said, and I don't know the timelines right now. Again, this is all very new. This is all information we're continuing to get, and we're going to continue to get more information, and this is going to continue to change. But what it seemed like is that stores will be closing by the end of May. So Joann as we know it will be no more by the end of May. That's not even 6 months at this point. I'm heartbroken. This video is really, really hard for me to make. I want to go to the court hearing on Wednesday. I want to hear what they have to say. I want to know what the plan is, because they're going to be putting out a plan. They're going to be giving out more information as this continues to progress. But at the moment, Great American has won. None of this is official until it is signed by the judge. It does look like that is an inevitability at this point. However, until the judge signs it on Wednesday, that is not the case. take that for what you will. I'm gonna post a link in the comments to the Reddit thread that I was following along with while this whole auction was happening. There are some hysterical jokes about the stenographer that were in there that like brought me some joy. The people who were going over this, I mean, I was also in the Zoom, but to watch all of the Reddit group and all of the memes that they were coming up with while this was happening, and that Reddit group is mainly full of employees, but it was really, really funny, and it was all feel good, and that's a good thing. Again, I do want to say, please don't bombard your employees at these Joann stores. They're getting the worst end of the stick here. They're all losing their jobs, so please have some courtesy when it comes to dealing with them as well. Know that the stores are understaffed. They're doing the absolute best that they can. They don't have all of the answers, and they're the ones who are losing their jobs. Also, please don't go into the store and say, oh, I'm so sorry you're losing your job. There's literally in the Reddit threads where it's like, can people just please stop? Like, it kind of is what it is. And I feel so bad. I feel the worst for the employees. One of the things I did see in that Reddit thread, that there was an employee who's been through both a Gordon Brothers liquidation and a Great American liquidation, and they have said straight out, flat out, that they would much rather go through a Great American liquidation than a Gordon Brothers liquidation again. I've heard that they really are going to be trying to do as much as they can for the employees. It sounds like they're going to have job fairs and they're going to be doing things to help with the employees, to help them find other work. But again, please, please be kind. Just again, all of this, show kindness. And I know that you may not mean to not be kind by saying, oh, I'm sorry you're losing your job. I'm sorry you're closing. But a lot of the employees they're sick of hearing it. They're upset. I'm reading the Joann thread. They're all just so heartbroken, and us as customers coming to them with our feelings and our sympathy and everything, it's not helping. And I don't know what the thing is to do to help in this situation, but that they have explicitly said in the Reddit threads, and there are multiple ones, that it's not helping. What does this mean moving forward? What does this mean for Big Twist yarn? Okay, I've heard a lot of people saying Big Twist is made by Sprint or Spreet or whatever the heck the name of the company is, and they're gonna be blah 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 blah. No, the Big Twist yarn website is a fake website. There are a lot of fake Joann.com websites that are popping up left and right trying to sell things, and they are all scams. I really looked into this Big Twist website because I know a lot of people are really worried about the Big Twist yarn in general. The Big Twist Yarn website, if you go, very basics, if you go and you look at the address and you try to type in the address, it doesn't exist. It's not a real building. It doesn't say Big Twist Yarn. It's not like their factory. Big Twist Yarn is owned by Joann. I don't know much about the fabric world. I don't know about their fabrics. I don't know what they own, what they don't, what rights they own, what things that I have no idea about any of that stuff. I heard a lot of rumors that people are saying, well, Joann has a buyer for Big Twists. Joann doesn't own the company anymore, so it really doesn't matter what Joann says. They can get their buyer in touch with Great American, but that doesn't mean that Great American has to take that deal either. It would probably be in their best interest, but that's not how this works. It's not up to Joann anymore. They're selling their company. So do we think that Great American is probably going to sell off bits and pieces? Yeah, sure. But hearing things from Joann CEOs and blah, 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 blah. Is it signed on a piece of paper? Is there a court document? Where can we find the proof of this information? Right, there is none. I'm not calling anyone a liar. I'm speculating, okay? We do not know until there is actual proof. And that's how I've kind of been trying to give you all of this information as it comes at me. I am not spreading rumors. I am not trying to throw anything but what we know. So please do not get so excited that Big Twist is going to get sold and it's going to get bought by someone. It's going to be made. We don't know that yet. Do not give yourself a false sense of hope and security that someone else is going to pick up the Big Twist yarn line and start making it on their own. That's not reality at the moment. At this point in time, Big Twist yarn ends at the time the stores close for right now. And a prime example of this, and I hate to say this, okay, when AC Moore closed, AC Moore had Stitch Studio by Nicole. Stitch Studio by Nicole yarn was the best yarn out there. I will continue to say that hands down, better than Big Twist. And if you were on the East Coast and you ever shopped at AC Moore, you know. No one picked up that yarn line. Not a single person. It was sold by Premier for like 2 months, and I got a bunch of it when they sold it, and then the yarn line was gone. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, and I don't want to be negative, but I feel as though a lot of people in the yarn community right now are very, very excited that they've heard that Big Twist is going to keep going. As of right now, and what we have seen from AC Moore and other companies that have closed, like Hancock Fabrics, that's not the case. And I venture to just say, like, please be careful. There is so much misinformation out there. There are fake Joann websites popping up all over. The only place to buy yarn from Joann right now is joann.com or in-store. All these fake other websites are exactly that. They're fake. And you're just going to get scammed. Man, I'm heartbroken. I don't really have much else to say on this topic right now. We're going to know more on Wednesday. And I hate to keep saying that we're going to know more this, we're going to know more then. But we're kind of at that point. We're kind of at a standstill right now. It does look like Great American they're going to be named the winner. I mean, there's no point in saying they're not. And even if they're not, then it's going to be Gordon Brothers. And guess what? They're also going to liquidate the rest of the stores. So I hate to say it's dreary and dim, but this seems to be the end of Joann as we know it. Or at least we knew. We knew it. All of the employees, at least coming from my Crochet Vision channel, we all love you. Thank you so much for your work. And to those who are going down with the ship, we appreciate every single one of you. And we love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll know more on Wednesday. We will know more on Wednesday. If this all does go into fruition, I will start making lists of places I plan on shopping from and different things that I plan on doing. I don't want to go there just yet, like into the whole negative crash and burn end all be all. I want to see the papers signed. I want to see what's going to happen. That's where I'm at. We will, again, on this channel, continue to be following this until the stores close. I'm probably going to be at my stores the day that they close. So if you guys want to continue to follow along with this journey with me, please hit that subscribe button. It absolutely means the world to me that you guys are here. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button if you liked this video. I know a lot of you are not going to like this video because this is not the news that we wanted. It's definitely not the news that I wanted, but it's the news that we have. And again, my heart goes out to all of the employees. That's just where I really want to focus. This is, I'm losing my favorite craft store, but a lot of people are losing their jobs. And that's even worse. With the end all be all here, as a crafting community, we're going to be okay. We've been okay. We were okay when AC Moore closed. We're going to be okay now. We're going to figure this out. We're going to continue to move forward. But the employees are still not going to have their jobs. So please, again, just be mindful when you're shopping at the stores. That as hard as this is for us, it's harder for other people too. I love you all. Again, I'm going to try to go to the hearing on Wednesday, so we will probably have a adjusted schedule for my vlogs for the next week as this continues to go on. There's also apparently an omnibus hearing. This is their schedule of dates. There's apparently an omnibus hearing on March 6th. I don't know what that's for, what it means, or what they're going to do. Because if the company is sold by then, why are they having an omnibus hearing? I don't know. I'm trying to follow this the best that I can, guys. I'm trying to give you as much information as I get it. That's what I've got. That's what I have. But I love you all. Again, I am so sorry that this is not the news that we wanted. It's not the news any of us wanted, but this is the news that we've got. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.